Oh, hello, everyone. First off, let me just say that I hope everyone is safe and in good health amidst the pandemic and virus outbreak. On behalf of the Ballcomper team, I would like to welcome everyone to this online summit and panel discussion. I would also like to thank Maria and the organizers for the opportunity to share with you some of our insights and thoughts related to e-commerce development in the LAC region. By way of introduction, my name is Francisco Figueiredo. I've been working in the payment industry for the past 25 years. I worked at companies like Citibank, MasterCard, Ingenuity Payments, and most recently at Visa. I joined the Ballcomper team about 4 months ago. I'm based here in Miami, and I'm tasked with the goal of expanding our payment gateway operations in the USA and supporting international business that want to expand their online footprint into the Latin America region market. Can you please turn to the second slide, please? Thank you. To start, I thought it would be important to present a brief overview of our group organizational structure and provide some context of how you operate for those of you who may not be familiar with our company. So as you can see, Grupo Folha is our parent company and one of the largest media conglomerates in Brazil with over 7,000 employees. Ballcomper, which where I work for and is highlighted below, is one of our business units that provides online payment solutions to merchants locally and globally. We are often referred to as the international division of PagSeguro, which is considered the most disruptive financial technology solutions provider in Brazil. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but PagSeguro successfully went public and through an IPO in 2018. We're currently listed on the New York Stock Exchange with a market cap currently of over $12 billion. We offer solutions such as digital banking solutions, in-person payments via point of sale, free digital accounts via PagSeguro. We also operate as a full service acquirer. Slide 3, please. And just reinforcing what we discussed previously in terms of Ballcomper, which is actually the international arm of PagSeguro. We're actually, our home office for Ballcomper is based in Lisbon, Portugal. We process and provide payments solutions for over 300 merchants globally. We offer access to different local payment methods through one single integration. And we're present in 10 of the largest markets in Latin America and expanding to other markets soon. I think we can move to slide 4. And here I just want to provide some brief initial observations related to the current e-commerce landscape in Latin America. And some quick observations. Just click, I can see the slide here. One, obviously, with the COVID-19, what we have noticed is that a lot of the countries in Latin America are under mandates of stay-at-home order, and people have, of course, it has led to increased shopping via e-commerce rather than going to brick and mortar stores to make purchases. In terms of winners and losers, obviously, when you think of purchases that require COVID-19 related purchases and digital streaming services, those have grown substantially. Whereas, for example, auto parts and other large ticket items have mainly decreased. In terms of acceptance of payment methods at checkout, we've noticed that credit cards still remain as the prevalent payment method. And as you probably know, that in Latin America, installment payments, the interest for that remain very strong, especially nowadays that you actually, economically, it makes more sense to actually parcel the payments in different installments, and that has just grown. And we've seen a huge increase in digital wallets solutions gaining traction throughout Latin America also. I think we can move to the next slide, please. I think this was important. I wanted to present this just to present a contrast of Latin America. While we're actually the second largest growing fastest market in Latin America, projected to grow by 25% in spending by 2021 to over $200 billion. But on the other hand, e-commerce makes up a mere 2% of the region's GDP, and more or less fewer than 1 in every 4 people are online shoppers. So the message here is very clear. Latin America is really a huge and large and untapped opportunity for international merchants, and it remains to be seen. I think the reflex of the COVID-19 are going to continue for a long time to come. Next slide, please. Again, one of the things they want to address, obviously, is the COVID-19 impact on payment preferences. And what we have noticed, again, I think we've heard this before, is that e-wallet solutions and digital payment methods have grown substantially. Just think of our case in Brazil, for example. PagSeguro has over 5 million digital accounts, and growing very fast. Use of local cards and payment solutions have increased substantially also. Terms like boletos in Brazil, or which are online invoices. Now contactless, of course, but from an e-commerce perspective, bank transfers and online transfers, and payment in installments. I mentioned before, payment installments have also grown substantially, and that's one of the things that we offer all throughout Latin America, and most payment providers are increasingly offering in the region. Next slide, please. Here, I think it's very clear, I think it should be very clear to everyone that operating in Latin America is very challenging for most businesses that attempt to enter there. We're talking about, not even if you think this considered just the fact that we talk about 20 different countries, different languages, and culturally, there's three main difficulties. One, you have unique local payment methods that require specialized and cumbersome integration processes. You have, like in Mexico, you have OXXO, you have in Brazil, you have boletos. So all of these payment methods that are local require specialized integrations that would be hard for a merchant to on its own just integrate separately. So it makes sense to integrate with one provider that could actually provide access to all these payment methods through one single integration. It's also very costly to set up market legal entities and establish local partnerships with full service providers. It's a very challenging environment where you have a legal framework which is complicated and difficult to navigate. So again, and I think that's the segue into our next slide, which is a lot of the questions that I receive from merchants is, what should I be looking for when I partner with a provider in Latin America or globally for that matter? So when you partner with a PSP, I think what a merchant should be looking for is a couple of things. One, obviously, is partner with someone who can offer access to local payments through a single integration, rather than have separate integrations for different payment methods. Through one API integration, offer access to those methods in different countries and the markets. Obviously, offer 24/7 online customer and incident management support. That's very important. Account management, expert knowledge support in the language of the local market. One thing that's very clear is don't get fooled and try not to partner with someone that's not going to charge you cross-border surcharges or charge you initial setup fees. That should not be the norm. The norm should not be have these costs included. And last but not least, have a robust risk management and fraud solution platform that's included in the pricing and included in the package of it when you partner with a provider, either globally, Latin America, as a payment service provider. I think we can move on to the next one. Again, I think this one, just to highlight what would be the three best practices that we consider when we talk to merchants in terms of offering solutions, and those would be one, obviously, establish a pricing strategy that must be localized to the market you are operating in. That for sure. So not necessarily if you have a pricing strategy in the US, it's going to work in Brazil or in Chile. So use indexes that actually allow you to price accordingly. So and just don't simply convert the price in dollars and think it's going to be successful in your price. So have a pricing strategy that's localized to the market. Offer payment methods that are most appealing to your customers, meaning it makes sense for you to offer payment methods in the local payment methods that are appealing to your customers, or else you're missing out on a large customer base on the market. In Brazil, for example, you have 30 to 40% of customers who use boletos, which are online invoices, as a payment method. If you don't offer boleto as a payment method or not integrated to offer that, you may lose out to offering your products and services and have your customers purchase those services. And again, partner with a local market expert that allows you to actually offer access to these payments with one simple integration, and also take away the need for you to have to establish a legal entity in a market if that's not absolutely necessary, if that's not part of your strategy. I think we can move to the next slide, please. These next three slides, just to finalize, I think we wanted to highlight for COVID-19, one of the highest growth industries that we noticed in our industry, and one of the ones we process most payments for, are online gaming. As I can see, we're the fastest, we're expected to see almost 266 million people gaming on gaming platforms throughout Latin America. That includes from games like Fortnite or PlayStation. So everything that's online gaming, that's processed payments. We're the second largest region to be growing in Latin America. Again, reaching 266 million customers. In the next slide, please. And we also represent almost $6 billion in spending through the platform. And obviously, it makes a lot of sense. Of course, with COVID-19, people are more at home, they're gaming more, they're spending more. So streaming services, so again, Netflix would be included, but gaming has substantially increased with COVID-19. Next slide, please. Just to illustrate a couple examples of them, was one of the merchants that approached us with asking for us to help them with the solutions to actually offer gaming solutions in Latin America. They wanted to have a structure where they could offer access to payments in Latin America through one single integration, and offers in Brazil, for example, and more markets. We helped them create a back-to-back easy integration. Obviously, we wanted to increase conversion rates, increase revenue, and help them expand into mobile gaming. So that was one of the challenges they had. Red Fox, and we implemented successfully in Latin America. And next slide. That's really all I had for now. I know there's going to be a lot of questions afterwards. I'd be glad to answer. You can please call me, send me an email.